All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is the 1st of March. Wow, hard to believe we've already made it through the first 2 months of the year, but a lot of great events. We're still getting caught up on the What I Drank Yesterday part of the show. I think our review on today's emails from an event like 2 weeks ago, Chateau Montelena. Anyway, some great events. We've got a great event coming up tomorrow night, our 82 Vintage Bordeaux tasting, which sold out, just like the next couple events. The Schaefer event sold out. The Randy Lewis event sold out. Call us up if you want to get on the waiting list. Our last offering was on one of my favorite wines, Burgundy. And just had Alex in town, some great stuff from Gamble. And for some reason, most of the wines that I really like, start with B. Today's offer is on Barolo. Tomorrow we're doing a tasting with Bordeaux. Go figure, I don't know. Well, tomorrow we have an offering coming out on Brunello. Kind of eerie, isn't it? All right, anyways, one of my favorite wines is those of you that know me and know watching this show know that I love Barolo. The Nebbiolo varietal to me has the best of both worlds. It has that lovely perfume and spice that the Pinot Noir grape has in Burgundy and has the tannic backbone of Cabernet Sauvignon from Bordeaux. And the best of both worlds, meaning it has this lovely seductiveness, this lovely charm of Pinot Noir, and it has this backbone, this ability to age like no other wine. One of some of the longest lived wines on earth, definitely made from this varietal. We have had several examples of them shown at tastings going back to the 60s and even 50s. Still fantastic. All right, well, today's offering is a winery I don't know much about, Paola Sordo. Well, Giovani Sordo, I guess, is the name of the winery. It's just Sordo is what you normally see on the label. This is a bottling that is made for his U.S. importer here, Mario. And this is a very traditional style Barolo. You don't have any new wood. Traditional means, well, they use old, large oak barrels. They don't want to impart the tannin, something that you get from the wood, on the Nebbiolo varietal, which is already very tannic. And then the skin maceration times are also longer, you know, to extract more of that tannin, more of that, the components in the skin that help the wine live a long time. Today you have a lot of people shortening that extraction time from the skins, shortening up the skin contact time, and then also aging Nebbiolo in new barrique to add a little extra spice to it. But, you know, Nebbiolo to me is a grape really that does not need any extra spice. It has got this lovely nuance in it, this mint, this camphor, and there are 11 villages in Barolo, and this one is from Castiglione Folletto. One of the better-known regions, and very distinct. Some characteristics that you get from Castiglione Folletto. You notice a little licorice, some mint and dried peaches and prunes, kind of a different fruit characteristic. Whereas you get in Monteforte de Alba, a little more hazelnut and kind of almond nuance. In the village of Barolo, a little more underbrush and truffle, as well as some licorice. Really interesting, the different characters in the different villages of Barolo. And this wine right here is from the 03 vintage, which is a very unique vintage because of the heat. And a lot of these wines starting to fall apart, but this wine has very good structure, some pretty red cherry fruit, rose petal notes on the nose, along with that black tar and truffly nuance you get from traditional Barolos, and smooth and red cherry fruit shown on the tongue. Classic Barolo, lots of spice, and still lots of tannin here. This wine's still relatively young, 03, and still has a ways to go, but starting to drink nicely, and lovely bright fruit and freshness still on the back on this one. A very good bottle of Barolo for $26.40. Are you kidding me? One of the best values we've had in the store thus this year in 2012. Check it out on today's offering. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.